Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. I hope you had a great weekend. We got a bit of rain, but it's still quite warm at midday. Home thoughts. This is from William Dalrymple, workshop of Mihir Chand for Claude Martin, Hibiscus, Lucknow, circa 1765 to 1775. Daphne Sheldrick, it doesn't get more beautiful than this. Tsavo East National Park will always hold a very special place in our hearts. And it's a lovely photograph. I haven't been to Tsavo East for a while. It's wild. It really is the real deal. But this is a photograph I took from Galdessa, which was a few years ago when we were last there. At Galdessa in the Tsavo, you can watch elephants crossing the Galana River from this bed. And here's a photograph of those elephants crossing that river on Christmas Day in Tsavo East. This is another photograph I took of the sunset at Lugard Falls in Tsavo East as well. That Christmas, there were wild white flowers everywhere you cared to look, and this is a photograph of those. Of course, the famous story of the Lunatic Express. This is the actual original Lunatic Express just outside the entrance to Tsavo East. Jumping from Tsavo to Mount Kenya, this is from Mount Kenya Trust, the Sirimon route, Mount Kenya National Park. I couldn't resist this. Starbucks really should have one line for coffee and another for all the crazy crap people order that takes 5 minutes to make. William S. Burroughs, and you'll see why I've come to him today, famously said, "Hustlers of the world, there is one mark you cannot beat, the mark inside." He also said language is a virus from outer space, which took me to my point about Donald Trump being a linguistic warfare specialist. Lindsey Graham tells Maria he never believed the collusion theory because POTUS can't even collude with his own government. Excellent essay about when humans using the IT artifact becomes IT using the human artifact. This is Dr. Demetis and Alan S. Lee via Chigal. Over time, technology has penetrated society to such a degree that even basic functions now seem almost inconceivable without technology. Indeed, this level of societal dependence on technology has become so deep that in a large number of fields there are now no manual fallback plans in cases of technological failure. By and large, even when technology fails, we tend to rely on more technology for rectifying the problems of technological use. Also, the rising trend of technologized decision-making that has taken certain fields by storm is even more alarming. In the foreign exchange markets, for example, 85% of all trading is conducted by algorithms alone, i.e. without any human intervention. This led the scholars investigating the phenomenon to call it the rise of the machines. In the UK, the ultra-high-speed version of algorithmic trading, high-frequency trading, is estimated to account for over 77% of transactions in the UK market. It's a tremendous scholarly piece. It's well worth reading. And let me give you one other component. In categorizing the World Wide Web, for instance, Google uses proprietary algorithmic robots known as bots to create a searchable database that then ranks users' search results based on their search queries. The structuring of the bot-generated entries contains the logic of how something will be made searchable, though due to the complexity of the task, the interaction between bots and websites that are indexed must be unsupervised. While the millions of pre-indexed search results give the illusion of choice, almost 90% of humans don't get past the top 10, i.e. an individual person reacting to the algorithmically generated search results intended to steer the person's behavior, rather than a technology reacting to human stimuli, i.e. a neutral search algorithm providing objective results to best serve a human using the technology. The whole process feels like a search on the internet, but it is actually a restricted human search of a technological pre-search of the internet, the search of a search. Hence, this is a case of a human reacting to technological stimuli. Very thought-provoking. I wrote an article about algorithms and high-frequency trading strategies in a piece called Currency Puzzles. And I was saying, you know, we have seen exponential moves typically in the early hours when most of the world is in the land of Nod and liquidity at its lowest. I said wizards and gremlins stalk the night, and how the FX market was once upon a voice-over market. Today it's entirely screen-based and algorithmic, and high-frequency trading is a big component. HFT strategies utilize computers that make elaborate decisions to initiate orders based on information that is received electronically before human traders are capable of processing the information they observe.